script that we're reading from prompters. Hey, Marty, I'm just curious.
Yes.
What are you wearing for your pants?
Do you remember the term clam diggers?
Oh my God! Alright, we're here.
Hi there, everyone. This is the way it is every minute, every day, shooting on this television show, I will tell you that much. And Marty, half the time, does wear pants. But it is such a pleasure to do this, and for the Guild, the Screen Actors Guild, we're all members. We are privileged to be here with all of you.
Wait, what? I love this little theater. It's so cute.
Yeah, how many people are there? I can't see it.
There's about 7. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We've got
And
100 here.
there's sweeteners with laughter and applause for you. So don't worry.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got about, I've been told about 100 here, and then an overflow room filled with about
Really?
50 more, and they turned some people away, Marty. It was a very...
And it was brutal.
Well,
Turned people
100
away,
there,
and they were
50
hitting
flow
them,
over room.
throwing them.
It all came from the SNL ratings, I think.
Yeah.
But we are, I know that this crowd has just also watched the finale episode of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
It was no small task, I will say that. It was, writing a murder mystery is tricky, and then trying to give enough to sort of, for the audience to let it unspool in some way that surprises is always a challenge. But the most inspiring part of writing this show are these 3 actors right here. Because anything we give them, it sort of gets elevated as the best actors do.
And you've been introduced as the head writer. They know who you are. You're not.
I kind of introduced myself briefly, yes,
Okay.
and they were very generous to me.
Well, that would be the first time you ever did that. But anyway.
Exactly. But I wanted to ask, I've never moderated, maybe it's obvious, anything like that, and I have a book of questions, I'll read them. But I wanted to sort of like touch on the last episode of the one they just saw and say what your memories are. A lot of times I'm wondering, are your memories more of making the episode, or are they of what you've seen when it is completed? Selena, any memories from shooting episode 10?
It was just all these parts that weren't really lined up, because I know we had to shoot TNFA out for a certain period, so we were acting against someone that wasn't TNFA. It was just a lot of work. It was a lot of hours, and I just remember Cara being taped to a chair for most of it.
That's my image of Cara being duct taped with her mouth and doing her things with her fingers.
By the way, it still wouldn't stop Cara from saying everything she wanted to say. So it was the blast. I just remember it being concentrated with just us, and it was so fun.
And I suppose I'm supposed to talk. So, I remember the making more than anything, because you go from, you're all actors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go from script, and at first, you look at it and you go, I have to make squeezing a tomato funny. And, I've been around, but I'm never confident that I can make squeezing a tomato funny.
Come on.
I bet either are you. So, you kind of go, you start to think about it, and you start to develop it in your head, and you don't want to use your credentials, to make it funny. It just has to be funny. So you do think about it quite a bit, and then, as you know, it starts to go in your head, starts to get in your head, and you like, okay, maybe I can do it this way, it'll bring a little whatever. And you sort of trick yourself into becoming a funny tomato squeezer.
A deeply funny one. Marty, how about you? What do you remember of shooting that last episode, besides that it was a good, big, long shoot?
I remember definitely Cara being duct taped. And I remember how funny Howard Michael, the actor, was. He kept having to faint.
It was so funny.
He's so funny.
The way he said, can I
and it
interrupt
was fun. It was fun that all of us were on set together. It's always the most fun when we work together.
I realize we can't have banter. But didn't you find it funny when
It
Mike...
won't affect you, Steve, because you don't listen to people.
When Michael said, the rest was acting.
Yeah.
This is here's a question. Okay, I'll throw out this one because our show does a lot of things. It plays on a lot of different levels, and again, I think as a room full of actors, you will appreciate the versatility and the amazing sort of things you can throw their way and watch them hit out of the park in that way. But I'm curious to know, just personally, of the sort of three headliner things that you're asked to play in this show, comedy, mystery, and the more poignant dramatic moments, which do you feel like the place you love to be the most in the show?
I mean,
Would you say the three things again? Comedy,
Comedy,
drama,
mystery,
mystery.
and drama.
Go ahead.
all right, well, thank you, I didn't know if I could go. I think, you know what, we say this all the time, but there's nothing like us three being together in a scene. So whatever that carries, if it's more comedic or more tender, I find those moments to be so genuine because I don't think I have to act that I care about both of them. I think it's pretty natural and I get over them pretty naturally too. I'm like, all right guys, but in the best way possible. Oh no, I think I mean in a good way.
This is where he should be, on a screen on mute.
I'm listening intently.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I was going to answer, oh gee, what was I going to say? It was so
You don't remember the
interesting.
question, do you?
No, it was so interesting, mystery. But I love the mystery element because with mystery, all you have to do is go, and that says so many things. I mean, I always said, it's more interesting to have a note slid under a door than have a 5-page scene. What was it? It's so interesting what I was going to say. Mike Nichols told me once, he said, I think actors should read every line as though there's a silent "you son of a bitch" after it.
Yes.
So it's like, good morning. And Selena, who came into this twosome, so brilliantly and beautiful, I feel has, in a way, every line with guys after it.
What Selena actually does, she even did it tonight, when Steve and I going in the banter and the banter should go, all right.
Yeah, I do. Yes.
I know you do.
It's an endearing. No, I want us to get the
No,
job done.
it's an enduring, but it has its point.
Yeah. It was really funny because on SNL, when I was rehearsing with you guys, and you guys were obviously rehearsing, all the actors were so nervous, and I remember I said, guys, at one point, and everyone looked at me like, did you just try to stall Steve and Marty? I was like, yeah. These are my guys. We gotta get shit done.
Well, my favorite moment in any scene in our whole series was Marty and I are talking, Selena's there, and we're sort of being older, talking the way we used to talk, and she goes, none of that.